Alright, man, I got a bone to pick with Sky Sports over here. If you don't know what Sky Sports is, it's basically like the EU's version of ESPN over there. Just an easy way to think about it. But the reason I don't like them right now is because of what they've done with IShowSpeed. So here we got an article from just over 2 years ago in November of 2022 that says Sky Sports won't feature IShowSpeed on air again after misogynistic comments emerge. And the misogynistic comments that are referred to here is when... Okay, so to add a little bit of context to everything, we're going to be watching a couple of clips from this Patrick CC video called The Redemption of IShowSpeed. Remember, November 2022, that was during the World Cup time, and Speed was like growing in popularity, but then after Sky Sports saw the misogynistic comments, which is what he's about to say over here, Sky Sports decided to completely ban him and kind of like be like this morally grandstanding company saying that they're never going to work with IShowSpeed again after finding out about these comments that were said over here, which was when we had a much younger Speed, just barely on the come up, and he was saying the most wild things back in the day.
On an Aiden Ross E-date with Ash Cash, Speed tried to make a joke about R-wording her.
I got a psychological question, okay? Say if we the last two people on Earth and we had to reproduce to make the world continue. No! Reproduce with me?
No, because that means our kids will have to intertwine and then their kids, no.
Who gonna stop me?
I will.
Who's gonna stop me?
I will.
If we the last two people on Earth, who gonna stop me?
Gee,
You're not stopping me!
And then later, at around that time too, Speed just went on a whole crash out moment on Ash Cash over here, where he was just saying a bunch of things, likely also was added onto here by the misogynistic comments and why Sky Sports dropped IShowSpeed from these comments way in the past before this situation even took place.
Ash, you listen here, you ugly I beat my to you every day. I beat my so many kids wasted on you. I wanna let you know you get my.
Okay, so it kind of makes sense as to why Sky Sports kind of like cut ties with him a little bit, but remember, Speed was blowing up at around this time, and then Sky Sports teamed up with him to like kind of make some content around him, but then like right after they did that, they then decided to fully cut ties with him, so basically showing that they didn't do their research on him, on his past, enough to not do this collaboration in the first place. They probably got like some little bit of backlash for it, maybe like a couple of people out there were saying, Sky Sports, why are you collaborating with this IShowSpeed guy here? Then Sky Sports just completely cut all ties with him, and not just all ties, but they said they were never going to collaborate with Speed again. And just to give it like a little summarization, Patrick CC also does go into the Sky Sports collaboration and consequential banning of Speed, which is over here.
Sky Sports cut ties with him due to his outburst towards Ash Cash from 1 year prior. He was invited to the Sky Sports Media Center to be a part of the broadcast. Sky Sports thought it'd be funny to air a clip of Speed on live television reacting to the news that Cristiano Ronaldo would not be playing in the games.
For his biggest fan, IShowSpeed.
Where's Ronaldo?
I think that was the reaction of a lot of Manchester United fans today.
Shortly after airing their segment with Speed, Sky Sports was made aware of his controversial past. Specifically, they saw the clip of his R-word bit with Ash Cash and immediately had to take action. They announced, all traces of IShowSpeed have since been removed from Sky Sports social media channels and...
Okay, so with this part here, that's fine. The things that are highlighted here at the moment, removing the Speed from the social media channels, that's fine. It's like, okay, it's understandable they were getting some backlash. I don't know who, because by who, probably, I'm telling you, dude, it was probably like a super small vocal minority out there that was just like complaining. You know how Twitter/X is, but it's like, okay, so, but, you know, just remove the things a little bit weird. I mean, y'all should have done your research before getting him on your show or whatever, in my opinion, if you're gonna kind of try to play like this little bit of a morally grandstanding company type thing. But then what is said next here is the thing that bothered me, so we'll have Patrick read out the rest.
And website and the broadcaster have decided to cut ties with him regarding future appearances on their channels.
Cutting ties for all future appearances on their platform. That is so lame, dude. Why? Because he said a bunch of stupid ass shit whenever he was like a teen, probably not even an adult, right? It was already like a couple of years prior. He was saying some dumb shit whenever he had like not that much of a popularity as he had during that time. And then Speed is obviously not proud of it. Whenever this whole Sky Sports collaborating with Speed took place, Speed is more than likely not proud of that, what he was saying in the past. So then to just completely cut all ties with him, not even like getting a little redemption, anything out of him. Like, I don't understand why they didn't just maybe like have Speed apologize on their platform, or even like before cutting ties with him here and removing Speed from the social media channels, why not have like a little backstage talk like, hey Speed, we seen this, we just want to talk to you about this. Are you still like this type of person? And if you're not, can you kind of help not just us out, but also like kind of help yourself out by releasing an apology or of some sorts? But no, what Sky Sports did here was they took advantage of Speed and got him for content, and then once that was said and done, they then found out about the thing, and it just completely cut ties with him there. And even had like a whole, seems like they had like a whole press release of that, and then saying, yeah, we cut Speed out. We didn't know about his history past. We didn't know about the controversial past there of what he said to Ash Cash, so we just kind of cut him out. Yeah, look at us just morally grandstanding. Yeah, we're better than that. We're not only just going to remove him from our social media channels after we already benefited from all his followers and people that know him watching the content that we had with him. We're just going to remove that now that we've already taken advantage of it, gotten all the engagement and everything. And not only that, we're just going to completely cut ties with Speed and not even have like a talk with him, because that just makes us look better as a company, because we're that much more morally grandstanding. And yeah, we're not like Speed there where he says like a bunch of naughty things. No. We're much better than that. So we have cut all ties with him. Here's a press release to make ourselves look better and put down Speed at the same time. So that's what bothered me about that. It's just that Sky Sports painted themselves as like this, I am more morally better than thou, and we're just going to cut ties with you after taking advantage of the content that we did with you, and then make ourselves look better in the process. But then like when this happened, I was like, well, it's gonna bite them in the ass, because if Speed continues to become popular and become much more popular after 2022, when this happened, then it's going to bite them in the ass, and I bet you that Sky Sports is going to be crawling back to them, and as we'll see later, they did. But yeah, so that's where we're at right now. Basically, the end of 2022, they cut ties with Speed and said that they were never going to partner up with him in the future. After already taking advantage of Speed and getting all their engagement that they did the content with them, now they're trying to be this morally grandstanding company and say that they cut ties with Speed. So then that cutting of ties with him happened, and then IShowSpeed went on to make a tweet apologizing for past comments following clips of his appearance at Sky Sports being taken down. And it's just like on the notes app. And Patrick reads out here a little bit of Speed's note of where he addressed the public.
The clip of my appearance with Jeff and a few others have since been removed by Sky, and I've learned that this was due to the resurfacing of comments that I made in the past. I'm 17 years old. I was 16 when that happened and made a huge mistake. It was stupid and immature. I immediately realized and apologized. I will continue to work on myself as I navigate this world growing up online. I recognize that I have a responsibility to set an example to those who follow and support me.
So yeah, I just don't understand why Sky Sports didn't talk to him behind the scenes and said, hey man, can you drop like an apology video of you of your past comments, because we're over here getting criticized for having you on our Sky Sports platform over these comments that you have made in the past. Can you apologize in any way, shape, or form, even if it's like on the notes app, and just addressing that what you did in the past was messed up and that it shouldn't be tolerable, but that you have now moved on, so that way we could kind of keep continuing to work with you over here in our Sky Sports platform. Like, I just don't understand why nobody did that at the company over there. They just completely cut ties with him. And Speed was 17 years old at that time, and he did that when he was 16. I just don't understand why Sky Sports had to be lame about it.
Given that Sky had indicated this relationship included an invitation to appear on Soccer AM this weekend, I would have loved the opportunity to have spoken with them before they made their decision.
Yeah, see, even Speed says that like we should have like a talk about it before they did anything to like a permanent sense.
Tried reaching out to them and will continue to do so. I'm learning every day and totally own the mistake I made. And prestigious brands do not care if you have millions of followers. They will not work with you if you are considered a risk to their reputation.
That is true, but again, Speed was a teen at that time, and Sky Sports could have been more professional about it and just like kind of have a talk with him and even help him grow as a person. But no, they just like completely cut him off and said, we're not working with you anymore. Good luck in whatever you're doing, but we're never working with you anymore. And like I said, as we're going to see in these tabs here, they came back crawling to Speed, and it just makes them look like dude, I'm trying to be nice by not saying any bad things about Sky Sports, but it just makes them like, there's other words I want to use against Sky Sports right now, but I'm just going to keep this at a professional-esque level in terms of the streaming sense. But Sky Sports was just like super lame about it, and now they came crawling back. Like, now they got themselves looking like cowards. I'll say that, cowards. Now over here in the year 2025, well, okay, over here, so since the November 2022 banning of Speed, we all know what's happened since then. Speed met Ronaldo. Speed has become like this huge superstar that travels around the world now and gets so much more viewers than when he was doing this around this time on a more consistent basis. And now, well, yeah, like I said, Speed is like this huge superstar now that can't really be ignored, and he's so super influential now in the year of 2025. But during 2022, November 2022, when Sky Sports banned him, I assume they probably thought that he was just gonna, like, this was gonna be his peak during World Cup time, and that's it, and then kind of just like fall off maybe, or not be as popular then, so that they just completely cut ties with him. But now, as we see in the year 2025, Speed is like this huge megastar now, and in March, just recently of 2025, we have over here a Fearbrook post saying Sky Sports interviews IShowSpeed at the Ballers League despite banning him in 2022 for comments he made as a minor and vowing not to collaborate with him in the future. And over here we got an article of where it took place in November 2022 that says Sky Sports will now be collaborating with YouTuber IShowSpeed in the future. But now, over here, when you check their TikTok, they got a post here with Speed. And what the TikTok is over here by, obviously, Sky Sports. So you click on this profile, and it's the official one, Sky Sports Football. Verification and everything. We got this lady over here, and we'll talk about her in a bit, because even with her, while she might be working with Sky Sports, and we're criticizing Sky Sports right now, at least from what I've seen, we're gonna like more so confirm this a bit later on, but from what I've seen, just at a glance, and I got the tabs over here, she's not completely innocent in this either. But here's the clip of this TikTok video of Sky Sports Football with IShowSpeed.
And we're talking all things Baller League, celebrations. Speed, do you have any guess what I'm going to ask you right now?
What is your favorite celebration?
Nope, the question that she should be asking them is, Speed, why do we have you here again after we banned you in 2022 and said that we were never going to collab with you again? That's the question that they should be asking.
Can I see a backflip?
So they want him to kind of like basically like dance for them. Dude, this is... What am I looking here, man? I haven't seen this video. I just saved the link and was going to react to it on stream. Don't do it.
You know what? I just played a 90-minute match. My legs are still developing.
Dude, I think he's like kind of salty about... He knows about the Sky Sports. Well, obviously he's a part of it. They fucking banned him. But I think like deep down, you could... I'm kind of getting the sense that they're like kind of bothering him. So then why would he agree to do this? Maybe he did this so that... And as we'll see, I did see a couple of comments in this TikTok. Maybe he's doing this so that way people could call them out in the comments and but let's see. But Speed does, to me, he does look a little bit annoyed that he's doing this interview with Sky Sports.
My legs are still developing.
This is the one.
Come on, you're young, you're fresh.
But
Don't do
I
it.
could give you one if you answer a question correctly.
Oh.
Oh, goodness, okay.
Ask him about the ban. Ask him about the ban. Ask him about the ban.
KSI, you're helping me out here.
All right, sure.
Oh, so okay, so he probably got into it because, dude, okay, so KSI is there too. Sky Sports probably talked to KSI to talk to Speed. That's even worse. That looks even worse for Sky Sports here, man.
How many... No, you answer it. No help. How many Ballon d'Ors does Ronaldo have?
How many Ballon d'Ors does Ronaldo have? Well, here I count 6. Oh, no, that's Dream Team. Okay, so Ronaldo has 5.
Okay, I'm going to say it's 5, right?
Dude, she got it
I think
right.
I've done it. Our first backflip.
Oh, no,
On the
wait, he's
Baller
doing the
League,
backflip.
Season 1
Well, she did get the
UK,
question
let's go. Do you want me
right.
to hold something? No, he's like, I don't
Dude,
need
even
any
he
help.
looks annoyed.
Oh,
And he did it.
wow. And we're talking...
And the video cuts off right there? Okay. But yeah, man, I mean, he just looks super annoyed right here. Now, let's read the comments over here that call out Sky Sports. So over here we got, didn't Sky Sports ban Speed from being on their channel? They did. It doesn't seem like everybody forgot about this. Swear Speed was banned from Sky. Sky banned him, and now because he's more famous, they want him back on the show. Speed should tell Sky to do one. Dude, yeah, I mean, I think Speed kind of begrudgingly did this, and I think he only did it because KSI probably like hit him up about it. But he should tell KSI about like his deal with Sky Sports, as Sky is just super lame for banning him back in 2022. Sky Sports banned Speed a few years back, but realized he's too famous, so I'm banning him again. And at that time, when they banned him, I could have put a bet on it that Speed would have blown up even more, and then Sky Sports would have been crawling back like cowards. Swear y'all banned him. 100% only posting this because he's the biggest content creator right now. Like I said, dude, they just came crawling back to him. Nah, stay on that side. Y'all banned him for no reason 3 years ago. We ain't forget. Exactly. Thank you for all these people calling out Sky Sports on this shit, man, because what they did was so messed up. And then now they're over here crawling back to him like cowards, dude. Just pure cowards. Okay, but like I said, we weren't gonna forget about this woman here. So I don't know who she is exactly. Did they tag her here? They don't tag her. I guess times have changed in their books. Yeah, dude. Cloud chasers, that's what they are. Cloud chasing cowards. He's grown as a person exponentially since then. The comments weren't even crazy. Sky just said that to save their own bag. I just don't understand why they didn't have that behind the scenes talk with him, man. They just completely put Speed down in there. That was so messed up. Money talks, basically. But I mean, so does reputation. Big reputation. So there's reputation over here. And nobody should forgive Sky Sports for the shit that they did to Speed, dude. Nobody. I don't give... The only one that can forgive... Actually... Nah, never mind. Let me take that back. Speed can forgive, and I guess we can forgive, but we will never forget. May have sounded cringe on some anonymous type shit, but that's just how it is, dude. Like, we can't forget what Sky Sports did, man. We hate switch-ups. Exactly. Look at Speed over here. This is exactly what probably Speed was thinking the whole time. He was just like, thinking bad of them. And you can tell by the face he just like pulled throughout pretty much the whole TikTok video here. Alright, but now with this lady here. Someone posted on the Speed Gang X community questioning, it's the same girl, question mark, and then a bunch of crying emojis, where they take notice of this girl over here, and then quote replied it from this post over here from Olivia Buzaglo, where Olivia over here, back in October 30th, 2023, there was this video that went viral of Speed reacting to Lionel Messi winning the Ballon d'Or, with Speed being a Speed, and this became a generational gif. Okay, so a funny moment there, right? You know, and then we got Olivia Bozoglu over here saying, am I getting old, or is this just not funny in the slightest? And what Luffy T over here is saying is that this person over here that's, well, I wouldn't say kind of hating on Speed, but just kind of like making an unnecessary comment, like, you don't really need to say that it's not funny. Yeah, I mean, you could have just seen this clip and then move on with your day, but I guess when you could put down something that a bunch of other people are enjoying, I mean, you go for it, right? It looks like that's what Olivia does. But then over here we got Luffy saying that this Olivia over here was wondering if this was her. And I mean, let's see, Olivia Buzaglo. I mean, I guess we'll go to images. This is her profile. It does look like her. I mean, I won't like put it on my life that it is her, but it really does look like her. And if I had to bet, I would bet that it is her. Here's another picture. There's the Google image, and then there's her. I think it is her. I mean, someone over here in the reply says, different girl. Dude, what? She's an EDP. Don't pay attention to her. What? Girl in the original was the main presenter for Baller League yesterday. It's the announcer besides Trunks, not this one. Everyone in the Chelsea fan base hates her. Okay, so she's already hated. Dog, you got the wrong woman. Not saying the one in the Ballers League is actually pretty and vibey. Yo, even... Dude. LMAO, yes, she is. Alright, so like I said, dude, like, I don't know if it is her. I mean, the people that are saying that it's not her are getting a bunch of likes, so you're just gonna have to base it on that, but she looks a lot like her. She kind of looks like her. But like what these people in the replies are saying, they're not dropping any names, bro. Okay, so people are saying that it's not her. But then there was this other post here from Jay Suas that shows the same screenshot over here of Olivia Buzaglo saying, am I getting older, or is this just not funny in the slightest? And the following image that follows it is Olivia Buzaglo reposting on Instagram stories. And there's this female individual here that's with Speed over here. And you look at this female individual, look at the fit, same fit. Am I tripping, or is this the same fit? So I think that her interviewing is her, and if not, then this Olivia Buzaglo that's kind of like putting down this Speed clip over here that everybody's loving. She's over here reposting this post of this female individual here with Speed, which I think it is her. I mean, but this isn't like a full-on bad comment type thing. But I mean, still though, I think it's just funny seeing that she said this, and then she's working for Sky Sports over here, and obviously I'm not a fan of what Sky Sports did, so this just makes her seem like be in a much worse position in terms of reputation, at least for me. But yeah, man, Sky Sports, cowards.